Yo, what is up guys? Glad to be back from the video. I am going to review Defending Jacob, great Apple TV series that I just saw. It stars Chris Evans, the guy from It, a whole bunch of other people that I haven't seen in anything recent. But guys, the one thing I have to say off the bat is this is Emmy winning cast. Very good performances by almost everybody in here. Chris Evans though stole the show, along with the kid who played Jacob. I'm gonna butcher his name. He did a really good job as well. But yeah, let's go into it guys. We're gonna go ahead and discuss the four main things I love to discuss in all my reviews: the setting, the writing, the performances, and the story. So let's get into the setting, guys. The setting takes place in Newton, Massachusetts. It's a very cold place, and I think that's a great metaphor for what this show brings. Every scene, guys, is just dark and gritty, and I know that's kind of taken by storm with all these shows coming out where they want to make it as dark and gritty as possible, and it's kind of hard to really master that. But this show does a great job, guys. I really think that the setting actually served as a positive rather than a negative in this show. So definitely awesome job with the location they decided to shoot this at. And from what I read, guys, a lot of the shots that they did weren't in studio. They were just shots that they found in places in Massachusetts, bars, restaurants, you name it. They just, I guess, asked to shoot there, and they said yeah, which is pretty cool, you know, with Chris Evans, the type of guy who probably been flown out to everywhere in the world for Captain America, you know, kind of had to ask permission to shoot in certain spots in Massachusetts. So it's kind of funny. No, I think the writing is phenomenal, and to make a thriller like this where you're intrigued every episode, guys, is super impressive. I think the writing definitely was top notch. Every scene felt real, and you know, when good writing, it leads into my third thing, which is the performances, guys. And the performances, like I said, are Emmy bound winning, guys. Chris Evans knocked it out of the park. I love that the guy is deciding to show more range. You know, we obviously know he's amazing as Captain America, but to see him do something very real and grounded, like play, you know, the lawyer, not defending Jacob, but just seeing him as the dad going through this trauma with his son, truly is an incredible performance, and it definitely needs to get talked about more. All right, guys, so the overall story, if you haven't seen the show, I'm not getting into any spoilers, guys. The story is basically about Jacob, guys, who gets convicted of a murder, which basically all the evidence points to him, and it's nothing crazy. We've seen this before, obviously different circumstances, but yeah, in this case, Jacob lives with his mom and dad, only child. It's very enclosed type spaces. They don't really have much, and it shows the grief and trauma that would go with a family whose child is, you know, being prosecuted for first-degree murder. A classmate of Jacob is the one who's found dead, so it kind of also creates more drama around the local area, which, like I said, guys, has to do with a great setting. You know, I think that plays a true part in the story itself. But guys, definitely check this one out. I'm not gonna go too far in this review. One thing I do want to talk about are some theories that I have. So from here on out, guys, I'm gonna talk about some spoilers. Watch the show, it's super good, but I'm gonna talk about some theories I have because, yeah, I just really want to talk about them, so stick around. But if you haven't watched the show, pause it here, then come back to this and we'll talk together again. So if you're still here, guys, I assume you watched the show, or if not, just really want to know my theories behind it. So as you guys know, it leaves on a cliffhanger. We see Jacob in a coma, and then because the mom obviously crashed the car, everything that was happening with Chris Evans and the prosecutor in just that scene was obviously happened after Jacob's in a coma, the wife is in the hospital because of the car accident. So as we see that throughout the show, obviously we know that's post. But guys, we obviously don't see that Jacob is the killer. He admits it blatantly in the car, but that's at the very end. But that's just so, you know, obviously the wife of Chris Evans, his mom doesn't, you know, go on and drive the car off the road and kill him, which obviously she did anyways, but the kid's, you know, in survival instinct mode. But guys, more along my theories is we obviously don't know who did it. We don't get a affirmative answer. That's a big, actually, con that I have with the show. I'm all for ambiguous endings, guys. That's something that I love when it's done well. Take like something like The Prestige, where the ending is somewhat ambiguous, but still has enough closure in it that you could kind of get behind. But this, guys, has no closure. I see that they're making a season 2, but even so, guys, it's definitely kind of annoying to have them do that to us where we have to watch a whole nother season. You know, anytime you write a screenplay, guys, or a TV type screenplay, you know, the problem that we see in episode 1 has to normally be finished by the end of the first season, or of that season. They shouldn't go on to the same issue in the next season, so I'm really kind of, like I said, disappointed they didn't have any type of closure for us. But back to my theories, guys. I'm sorry I'm rambling on so much. All right, guys, tell me what you think of this theory. So a lot of people, not just me, have thought that Sarah is the killer, which kinda, I know, sounds crazy. Why would this girl who's very nice, plays songs on a guitar, be the killer? But it makes sense. You know, Ben was threatening to leak the nude that she sent to him. Plus, she ended up kind of having a thing for not just Derek, I guess, but, you know, for Jacob. So maybe Ben was this asshole the entire time, because remember, guys, Ben is dead off the bat. We don't ever get any, even, you know, flashback scenes of Ben having fun or being a kid. So Ben could be kind of an asshole for all we know, or threaten to, you know, make her be his girlfriend, or she's gonna, you know, leak the whole nudes. And when you're a kid, you do stupid shit sometimes. Maybe she got the knife and just stab Ben in the, you know, in the fields or whatever, or in the fields. That's a Miami kid talking. In in the forest. But, you know, very possibilities, you know, for something to happen. I'm a huge fan, guys, of, you know, A has to happen, so B has to happen, and then C happens, not just this happens, this happens, this happens. Normally, guys, in these type of screenplays where it's like a 8 episode season, where there's a fast-paced thriller, there, you know, A happens, Jacob did do it, B happens, somebody else did it that the story is trying to convince us, which is the pedophile, or, you know, C happens, something that we don't know did it, or supernatural, or basically C, guys, could be anything. You know, A is Jacob did it, B is the guy that we're investigating, the pedophile did it. But like I said, C, anything happened, and those are my favorite type of scenarios, guys. So many great movies and TV shows always are C. You don't know what's gonna happen. A big thing for me, guys, is that they would have utilized that more to help us close the series out more flush, because like I said, guys, it is very disappointing watching this entirely great, dramatic, great performances, you know, good setting. Like, this whole show was phenomenal, but the ending just didn't meet its merit, guys, and that is my biggest issue. But hopefully my theory is probably kind of way off that Sarah did it. I know we'll kind of never know that, or if that's even remotely true, because I know there's a book out, guys. I know what the alternate happens. I'm not going to spoil it now. If you want, just look anywhere else. The book is a way better ending from what I've heard and from what I've honestly read. And I could see how this ending, guys, sounds great on paper, but when you actually watch it after sitting through 7-8 episodes of this, or is it, I think it's 6. I'm sorry, guys, a lot of late at night. 6 episodes. But let me know what your theories are, guys, or if you think they're gonna end up finishing a season 2, because from what I've read, that they have the credentials to do it. Obviously, the show was a hit. A lot of people loved it. I'm sure Chris Evans is glad to do another season, but there's just not enough information on it now, guys. So hopefully we could see the future and we can get one that hopefully explains more on. But this show could have easily just been 1 season with a better ending, and then Chris Evans could go on to doing different projects and good things. But you know, if they're gonna be season 2 and it's gonna keep progressing, you know, I'm for sure gonna watch it, guys, just because of the performances. The one thing, guys, that you cannot take away from the show, whether you don't like the story, you think it's tacky, it's not original, the performances are phenomenal, guys. That is not even a question. Great acting, phenomenal. So thanks, guys, for watching. Hopefully my theory makes sense. Sorry if a lot more rambling. It's been a while since I've done a review. I'm gonna keep knocking them out. You know, I've been busy with school, music, writing my own screenplays, a lot of stuff. Being a college kid, y'all know how it is. But please like and subscribe, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It goes such a long way for me. If I can make this into more of a career, that would be awesome. But for now, just doing what I love is obviously the play. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will have another review later. Peace out, guys. See ya.